Here you are.
Scotsman support, go! That'll replace one of the bombs of life I use in that dungeon.
So?
But, yeah.
Just lovely.
She basically made the illusion there that we don't actually have a free night this time. But I need to report peak curiosity. Also, by the way, welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio, everyone.
What?
Yeah, how the heck did she get here? Maybe she knows the secret way to go through the currents. Or she has Pokemon that know Whirlpool. Oh, more heroes jeweled roots is always nice, and that's also a lot of money. Also, I was actually kind of wrong about I could have done Alonso's rank 7 before the next boss fight. Alonso's rank 7 requires level 5 courage, so I wouldn't have had that by then. Oh, it's always nice to have that good of a relationship with your sibling.
God, I am grateful.
Yeah, I like these two. They're my kind of weird. And they're gone. We got a reward, and nobody got hurt. Well, that was all good fun, and we all had a jolly good laugh. But now... Oh, I could... See, I'm going to include the story parts in this video. And I feel like doing Strohl's max rank, I really want to leave that to be its own thing. Which also means I don't want to max Maria either. So either I do Alonso or Bias. So I will mention that after this day, plot is about to explode all over the place. I'll talk about this while I see the Royal Rock standings. So the next arc moves extremely quickly. So you'll want to be battle ready. You really don't have any time to train archetypes or like level up at all before the next slew of dungeons and boss fights happens. So if you want to like go to a dungeon today and train, that might not be a bad idea. Like a 1 day away dungeon like the Orbwise Path. Just gonna take my mag from this. But most importantly, it's Idle's Day, so use the toilet. We have a discount on talismans, but they're still absurdly expensive. I will take 2 of them, though, just because, you know, it is Idle's Day. Oh, hey, Batlin's down here. What does he have to say? But yeah, you're gonna have to be very tight-lipped when you get back home.
It's all right.
Yeah, we're gonna be, thanks to the magic of teleporting, sauntering around Braillehaven with our girlfriend, I mean, friend, Eupha. Yeah. Our friend, Eupha. So, a warning about Braillehaven. This place is not Grand Trap, but the people here can still be racist. The bone-in meat on the bone meat. Nico B is never gonna live that one down.
Pardon me.
Again, like I was warning.
Hey.
Is it true?
I mean, there was a Mustari here, I believe, at one point. Of me a specialty on a pail which pours good fortune. This one actually gives you more points.
That is...
I must monitor you all the time. Yeah, the sad thing is there are definitely a lot of scams out there in the real world. I saw a program on TV recently about people who got scammed, and there was one story that I find quite interesting, but I do want to talk about that later on in a dungeon. It's a bit of a long tangent. Okay. Well, I guess Eupha has a better sense of smell then. Like, I know people who have, like, terrible hearing, but have, like, incredible smell. And I am the kind of opposite. My sense of smell is not great, but, like, I have pretty good vision and hearing. Some kind of incense, maybe? Can see a couple of people over there closure-raying.
No. No.
We were curious about the smell might sound offensive.
Actually,
Oh.
We'll see if it's okay to make introductions if his next words aren't, "Then I must kill you." Because racism. Okay, so judging by those little wings there at his waist, he's an Ishkia.
Ovi,
Okay, well, at the very least, we're not getting Jehovah's Witnesses to buy this guy.
truly.
Sick room.
Truthfully.
I'll see you again soon.
See you later.
Does seem like a lot of the Ujif have French accents. We didn't really get to speak to him for very long, but yeah, always good to learn about other things.
Well, now,
Yeah, either one of these gives you 3 triangles.
thank you greatly.
Yeah, we have a lot of things we need to break from right now. Yes, invited you out. That's the way to say it. Give it time, Eupha. Give it time.
It's strange. Until recently, I lived with such fear.
And now, we have a 50% chance, less chance of suffering from that fear.
But then,
Yeah, remember the Mustari third eye? That might be coming into play here. Okay, so it's nighttime now. And yeah, no free time. We are taken straight into plot.
What's up, Del? Something on your mind? That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
I feel like to that just thinking Luis will respond with, "A dangerous pastime, I know."
It's just the twins now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
Are you sure? Because I remember once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I'd never seen you go down like that.
I mean, maybe that was just him being around Junah.
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
something's bothering me.
Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects. You know.
Well, we've been fighting them for a long time and really haven't experienced any such effects ourselves.
You mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
Well, I know a certain somebody who would definitely have that kind of magic healing, your sister.
Hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him?
And she had the same idea.
Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
Huh. Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh?
I guess that means we have to help Luis' followers too. I mean, you know, Fidelio's fine. Basilio seems nicer than him for now, but I mean, he doesn't seem like a bad guy.
But don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
That is a good point.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
They're starting to like us.
What if now, what if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight. I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
Thanks. I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
If that's sorted, let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
Or anything that consumes time, I suppose.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
That's such a Sundero thing to say.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, Del. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
We've never actually seen Del fight.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
And then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
Oh yeah, by the way, surprise visit from the kingdom's most famous healer.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Cinderella?
It's my hopefully future sister-in-law.
You're joking. You're not joking. Why is she here?
I called for her and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area.
Ah, yes, that's a good cover story.
I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognized the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Let me have a look. Yes, that should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But... Fidelio, is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Is she sensing Magla or something?
Where's that coming from?
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now, I'm certain that Magla is connected to our emotions. When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eyes.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me down.
Wrong, like giant, like light buzzing wrong sign appears above his head.
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Hey, sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
Hey, what the hell? I said I'm fine. Oh, damn it. Basilio! Hang on!
Was this just an excuse to get them out of the room? This a whole blue flower, red thorn situation?
Thanks, Rella. When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that, you've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
Well, how do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
I can't say right now.
Well, I guess you don't really have to.
So you're committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm, and they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight... Oh... Was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say, the King's Shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saint's Day is over. I won't try to stop you, but... be careful down the road, all right?
Yes. Understood.
Then please, look after Junah.
Ugh. You do know I'm not a child anymore.
Keep up, Del! Gotta be faster than that!
You spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage. Damn it. You haven't won yet.
Good thing they're not racing Heismay.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
Oh yeah, because those two still don't know about the teleportation, and we should keep it that way.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Junah's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else.
Because she is the only one I care for in this group, because I'm a simp.
The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Del's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you? Been meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Ah, so now it's time for you two to read this with us.
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them though. Often got his head buried in one.
A book reader, okay then.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it.
Let's hope we flip to a section that's totally relevant to Del's dilemma right now.
In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Huh, sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Of course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember? Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, them. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced.
Now, this honestly, Fidelio does actually have a really, really good point here. This is something that I have actually observed in a lot of places. Like, again, I'm not like the best authority on this kind of thing, but this is my theory for why blood type personality, like blood type was thought to determine personality in Japan, and why blood type discrimination became a thing. Because Japan, and like they also discriminated based on caste, like with the Burakumin, because Japan was so racially homogenous, they ended up just coming up with other ways to discriminate against people. So yes, this does actually happen quite a lot.
You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too.
So, if you haven't figured out the point of this novel by now, Fidelio basically spells it out.
At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Like, this is kind of that check for, like, in case you haven't figured out the story's themes by now.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del. You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan.
Okay, maybe you should cook for us in the Gauntlet Run someday. But it's nice, like, I like the wistful tone that Basilio has here. It's just like, yeah, this is a fantasy, but sometimes it is actually healthy to imagine, like, who you would be if there were no restrictions, if you could just live out your greatest fantasy and be whatever you wanted. it can help you figure out what you actually want in life and what you need to do to get there.
We could invite Lady Junah over, host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up. You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
Our best mates who definitely aren't the rest of this party or anything, Bucker.
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that. Doesn't matter anyway. A dream is just a dream.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
So, today is the day of a festival on the island.
Yes, of course.
Everyone is heading to the coast to show gratitude. Sacred rite where a dragon god statue is set alight in a ceremonial bonfire. If you offer your prayers to it with someone, your wishes will come true. Gee, I wonder who you want to offer your wishes to it with. I wonder who you're staring at right now. I wonder who our dear captain will pray with tonight. I wonder. Okay, yeah, thankfully you two get a chance to save here, because, again, we are about to have an event with branching outcomes. So, here we go, it's festival time. Oh yeah, this does look really nice. I like the effects on the fire there.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
Oh, so it has a practical purpose as well as a spiritual one.
I say, these locals are barely well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory.
And yet, the people on the mainland consider them savages.
Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the last replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better, and we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Yeah, you guys showed up right as we were talking about that very secret thing that we're not supposed to tell you.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all earned a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier of family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go.
Oh, that reminds me a lot of my grandfather. Like, he was a pretty devout Catholic, but he was also very big on calling out corruption within the church and within politics and, like, everything. He was great, actually.
Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on.
Well, I suppose we'll find out more about that if we do more of Brigida's Bond.
And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
And through Neuras' Bond, we can kind of connect the dots on what that might be.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar, and he died young.
Suppose he was never able to actually get out and find proof of what he was saying.
Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yep, here I am.
So yeah, we get even more info on just Batlin, and yeah, he's a character who, like, not only is he excellent in terms of, like, his hammy announcer shtick, but, like, he's also got a lot of depth to him. I also think his VA's performance is kind of an underrated standard of this game. I like, just the humanity that you hear in him here.
It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? Makes a man feel as if he owes you.
Yeah, this almost seems like the moment that would prompt the starting of a bond, but really this guy's an honorary bond.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor anyway.
Okay, you know what? That's probably the reason why Batlin isn't a bond. Because yeah, it would cause accusations of bias in the election.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Eht Ria ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
No Batlin traveling with us anymore. Or at least, you know, in the same place that we are.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats!
And those are?
The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
Sounds. I feel quite...
Right?
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing.
I like how Strohl's looking over his shoulder here. He's just like, ah, the fruit was drugs. Good to know.
But he's crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old times, long times ago people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
I can only imagine how this must have gone in the recording booth. They're like, okay, so, you are stoned out of your mind. Go.
Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state. Glad I passed.
No drugs for Junah.
Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining.
Unfortunately, we don't get to see what Will is like when he's stoned.
Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. You don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
We have plenty of time. This is a rare opportunity. Who should I invite?
On someone?
Who indeed? I like that Neuras is an option. He wasn't for the last of these events. Speaking of the last of these events, also, yeah, Gallica's more obviously an option for this one. This one is not exactly the same reward. Each character will give you a weapon for the archetype they are associated with, which means I would assume that Neuras would actually give you a gunner weapon. That's kind of not a bad idea. But, well, for the canon option of this playthrough, which I'll be showing first this time, unfortunately this isn't voiced.
Oh. I beg your pardon.
Why the helmet?
In truth.
Junah was saying, by the way, he thinks that he's really, really into you, so,
That was a great help.
he might explode if you smile at him.
Indeed.
Also, that only works on him. It only works on him, no one else. I mean, you're able to one-shot kill a lot of things, just not with a smile. Now I'll remove this mask because it is rather stuffy.
It's all right.
Yeah, so again, both spiritual and practical purposes.
Right.
I'm quite grateful.
Yeah, here we go.
Honestly.
Truly.
You could say that.
Oh, Hugh.
I am exploding from cute right now.
I'm indebted to you now.
Once again, she used that specific terminology, inviting you out.
Actually...
So yeah, from this, you get a weapon for Summoner, so ironically this gift is gonna just be given back to her, but I suppose she'll remember the time they had together whenever she uses it. So now, oh boy, it is time for me to reload a billion saves and do a billion other events. See you in, I'm gonna guess, maybe longer than 30 minutes.
Have you decided on someone?
Oh, thankfully pressing start to skip all that goes right to here, so let's go down the list one by one. Here we see the Strohl version of this event in its natural habitat.
Yeesh.
Still can't get over just how massive that sword is. This banquet has been memorable. All of my companions have gotten stoned. I hope this video doesn't get me demonetized by saying just stoned all the time. Oh, well, they cut just straight to this. Okay, then. Yeah, no, that is true. We'll have no second chance. It's a funny way of saying we'll be dead if we fail. Oh, that's a good point.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, no, that's happened to me multiple times, and then it says... And then I wake up.
So?
I forgot to. That's actually super tempting, but I definitely want to say this. So you don't even have an option to say my wish was for you. Oh, running into Junah on the way back, okay.
For real?
I've actually seen one other of these, but I'll explain that in a moment. I've not seen this one before.
Huh?
What?
What the?
Or maybe she's going over there to flirt.
Right.
So all of these have the same power, it's just they're for different archetypes. So with this we get the Rebel's Great Sword. I guess we found, I think Zenkichi's like the only Phantom Thief who uses a greatsword, so I guess it's his greatsword. Seriously, I love how skipping just takes you here. They must have known people would reload to see all the events. So convenient. But this is actually the one that I've seen before, and the reason is, I did this after Eupha's in my first playthrough out of curiosity to see if this was romance coded, and is it? Well, you'll see. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Isn't like lush is a word for somebody who's drunk, right?
Hold on.
Perhaps it wasn't Strohl. Perhaps it was a hallucination. Perhaps everyone here is hallucinations. Sploosh. Yeah, see here there's no option to say my wishes for you. They don't say the term cast it into the flames because that just makes me think of Great Ace Attorney. Right. I'm glad Nintendo Capri Sun is finally playing that.
Hail.
More food. Yeah, I feel like she'd care about more people than just the prince.
I'd say...
Yeah, see, this one is, in my opinion, this is very platonic coded. It's very much more about her just role as a protector. And just their more sort of, you know, business partners kind of relationship.
Fret not.
Okay, so in this case, it's not just randomly finding a usable weapon, she's actually gonna make it herself.
Let us go.
So, yep, that's that event over, and that one gives us the Driftwood Lance. And now, the goats. Although I'm really curious what Heismay's is gonna be like. I feel like it's gonna be amazing. But that's for later. For now, the other goat. Why are both the old men in this game amazing? Well, it's because everyone in this game is amazing. Oh yeah, Neuras drawing this would have been incredible. Finally noticed. No, we've noticed for a while. I wish I could draw. Like, I really wish I could draw. Maybe on this trip I plan on taking this year, I might actually try and, like, try my hand at drawing stuff.
Thanks. Listen.
So is he just gonna wish that he'll one day make a flying gauntlet runner? Because that seems like the obvious option. Oh. Huh.
Come now.
Ah, yes, trust Neuras to find the loophole. I wish for flying in the sky, and everyone's safety, and that we all get 1,000,000 gold, and that Will and Eupha live happily ever after, and then just continue on like that. I feel like that you can probably cheese wishes in Dungeons & Dragons by doing that. Huh, I mean, that sounds like a hot air balloon. Which certainly existed in the past of this world.
Speaking of...
Okay. Launch the entire gauntlet runner on a block. Okay, that sounds amazing. That sounds like Fantasy Thunderbirds, and I'm all for that. I can't wait to try it, except I won't, because I'm using Eupha's item in this playthrough. I wish I could do this one, though, because I really like Sniper. I really should be going with this one, honestly, and I've said that I really like Neuras a lot, but, like, Eupha must support ship, must ship. But yeah, we get from that the Proto-Bow Beta. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Though I'm a little concerned about where Proto-Bow Alpha is right now. It's probably that giant gauntlet runner launching ballista. But yeah, let's see the other old goat Heismay. That sounds terrible, but like, I mean goat as in greatest of all time. Oh. Things happened.
Well, sure.
I see.
Yeah, but I feel like you're more used to different other kinds of alcohol than just that. Yeah, I don't know what the drinking age in this world's probably more like 20 because Japan. Yes, we must offer up our prayers at the Flaming Temple of Flame. It always felt like that level name in Sly was a reference to something, but I don't know what it was. Oh, okay. That is actually really interesting. I mean, that's true. Heismay is really the only one to think about it like this. Oh, wow, that's really interesting, actually. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, Heismay is approaching this very differently to anyone else. Well, I mean, I'll appreciate this, it's the thought that counts, but, like, I'm not training him in Thief. Now, that is really nice, though. But, like, usually Heismay just ends up using it in the majority of playthroughs, so with that one you get... Okay, yeah, I don't know why. There's something about just calling something just literally just Silence that's always really cool. I used to know a guy called Silas, and for the longest time I thought his name was Silence, and I'm like, that is the coolest name ever. Although thinking about it during the reload, I don't think I want to name a kid that, because that almost implies you don't want them to ever speak their mind. But, okay, we've got two more to go, Junah and Gallica. In this timeline, Will was immediately murdered by Fidelio after this event, so good thing this isn't canon. The fact they even give you these two options is like, okay, wow. Okay, well, that's sort of interesting. You could read it one way, but she also doesn't actually get any mag from that option. So, yeah. I do kind of almost wonder if she's like... Well, in my headcanon, she ships Will with Eupha, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You didn't exactly seem that kind of type. Yeah, it's still not quite as fascinating as Heismay's approach to this, though. Okay, so Rella is the older one.
Got it? And?
Yeah, well, Neuras certainly probably wrote really small, which he's probably used to when doing his whole schematics.
Well.
Meanwhile, again, Fidelio is just like, ah! In the distance. Okay, well, I guess there might be, yeah, well, there's maybe a bit of ship tease in this one, but it's still like, it doesn't give like 3 triangles of mag, though. And again, Eupha is the only one where Will can say my wish was for you. So far, at least. But with this one, we get the stylish fan. Yeah, again, Eupha, this one's probably going to end up just going back to Junah because, like, I don't really find it's likely that you get Masked Dancer on anybody besides her.
Have you decided on someone?
This time it's actually gonna be you! I can just imagine him saying, Gallica! And then she's like, oh, okay, wait, that's me! So this one actually has a lot to live up to, because Gallica's last of these optional Bond events was really good, so I'm looking forward to this. It's funny that you're talking about the Sanctus God there. Wait, what?! I was not at- wait, why the heck is- I was not expecting religion to be the topic of Gallica's one here. Yeah, a lot of people do have different answers to that question. I personally prefer the way Xenoblade 2 answers that question.
Well then.
I was about to say the explanation, but that's kind of spoilers for that game.
Yeah.
Okay, I like how she's actually saying, "Hey, if you don't grant my wish, you'll be sorry." That's another pretty nice approach. This one is pretty nice. Oh, okay, that's really that's nice. I like that. Yeah, that's actually pretty true. Oh, yeah, that is, yeah, because I did say that thing earlier about how sometimes fear is a sign you're about to do something right, but like this is actually a really good summary of this game's themes. As he says, you've got a good perspective on that. This one's actually really nice. Oh, so you can say this to her. Okay, so that's another option. Kind of curious how this one works.
What?
Oh, nice one. 4 triangles. First one of those I've seen. The others might have 4 triangle options too. I was probably just bad. I found that having done like things like this blind before, I'm not actually very good at choosing the best responses without a guide. So I presume this is going to be a mage weapon, which is one of the more useful ones because there's quite a lot of characters who like the mage archetype. But this one's pretty good. This is probably my second favorite one after Eupha. Neuras is pretty good. Heismay's good too. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are quite good. Honestly, Strohl's was probably the most disappointing, I feel. But yeah, that is indeed a mage weapon. So I'm gonna go back and redo Eupha's one. I just noticed Strohl was like passed out back there. Like, I do actually really like the bond that Will and Gallica have. Like, I don't ship it, and I also don't want to say that it's sibling-coded because that feels offensive to people who do ship it, but like, it's hard to describe what it is, but it's a really nice dynamic, especially the way you see it in that scene. And so, I think I might see you all next time.